really quickly, let's go over and see just how terrible how my E3 predictions were. So here's my predictions for Nintendo. At least one franchise will get a new release only on 3DS. Now this is technically true because we got a new major release for Metroid on the 3DS. Much of the show was not about the 3DS though. I thought much more of it would have been, and that was kind of how I did these predictions. And again, my Nintendo predictions were from a place of sadness, and I hope I'm wrong. And I was wrong, and that's great. Because the next one was no Skyrim, no Bethesda, no Metroid, no Pokemon. Good lord, that was really wrong. I also had the caveat, though, that unless it was for 3DS, and we did get a Metroid on 3DS, so I got a few points there. I'm the one who keeps score, so I tally the points. Now, Virtual Console is mentioned. Few other details. I'm giving myself a points for this because I didn't even fucking say a goddamn thing about Virtual Console. I don't even think it exists anymore. They just forgot about it. Oopsies. What's that? Nothing. My other prediction, flat out, super wrong. We have a ton of 2018 titles that were announced. Way too many. I was wrong. I'm so happy. I'm so very happy to be wrong. I'm not happy to be wrong about this one. At least 3 GameCube, Wii, or Wii U games ported to Switch. That's just not true, and good lord, it shouldn't be. Especially with Prime 4 coming out as I loop this trailer. Man, do we need the trilogy to come to Switch. Hoo boy, and we got the controls to do it too. Yes, let's do it. Let's get the Prime trilogy on Switch. Let's get to change.org. Let's make it happen. America, we can make it happen. And my crazy one was that we got a new F-Zero for Switch, which is just stupid and crazy. Now, the crazy predictions were crazy, right? So overall, I graded myself 2.125 out of 6. That's a really good score. Let's move on to Sony. My Sony predictions fared the best out of all of these. My first prediction being that Days Gone would get a trailer, which was easy, with gameplay, also easy prediction, and release date of October or September, and that's half correct. That's a bummer. I think that game needs a release date, man. I don't want to be next E3 talking about Days Gone again. Then we got God of War in February is what I said. I'm giving myself only half a point for this because I think early 2018 still could mean February. I could be right about this, but I can't say I am, which sucks, even though I feel like this fits perfectly into that Horizon Zero Dawn window, and that's what's going to come out. Duh, no shit. Right. My next prediction, I'm glad I was wrong about some of it. No Detroit, no The Last of Us Part 2, and Spider-Man gets a trailer, but no date. So I was right about Spider-Man. We got gameplay, no date. I was right about no Last of Us Part 2. I was wrong about no Detroit, but we didn't get a date for Detroit, so I'm still sad. And my next one, very little mention of PS4 Pro. Fucking nailed that right on the face. Jesus. And that's a bummer. Bloodborne 2 is real. Oh, God, did I want that to be true. Oh, boy. I was wrong. And I was also wrong about my crazy prediction about PSVR getting a sizzle reel and little else. They really, it was the weakest part of the show, but they really stuck to their guns with PlayStation VR, and it has been doing well. So overall, 2.66 out of 6. I score things like I've lost my damn mind. Let's move on to Xbox. How are my Xbox predictions? Not great. Not great. Crackdown 3 will be shown, but not a big blowout, and not this year. I gave myself half a point for this because it was shown, and it was not a big blowout. It was decidedly, like, almost swept under the rug in how they did it. Not good. But it is this year. And I'm glad. I'm glad for that. I'm glad I was wrong about that. Then we got at least one new first party for the fall. A game we don't know about was the thing I wrote down in my notes too. I don't think this happened at all. And they really need that. Scorpio, I predicted September just because that's when they did the Xbox One S. And I predicted the $400. Half a point. Doing good. A goodwill gesture to all Xbox One owners. Well, that didn't fucking happen. At least one exclusive from a major third party. Wow, that didn't happen. And I'm stunned that didn't happen. No Capcom exclusive thing? No Ubisoft exclusive? Nothing? Oh boy. Oh boy. Crazy prediction was 360 and XBLA games on PC. You can't see the PC part, it gets cut off. And I was wrong. I was wrong about that. I gave myself some points though, because we did get OG Xbox games, and I felt like giving myself some points. It's my game. I get to do how I want. 1.33 out of 6, because good lord was I bad. And I think that says more about Xbox than it does about me, because they really needed to bring the games. And what do they have this fall? Crackdown 3? Okay. They don't even have Sea of Thieves this fall. They have Forza? I don't know. It's a weird time. It's a weird time for them. And my third party predictions, which obviously has the big one right off the bat. Fucking nailed that. Evil Within 2 this October. Boom. You win. This one, I'm sad. Capcom really was not at it this E3 very much. Besides Monster Hunter, really. And a few other things. Marvel vs. Capcom. Resident Evil 7 DLC shown at Sony and RE2 Remake. Oof. Where's that coming, man? Bandai Namco shows off the new From Software thing at Microsoft, or fucking at anywhere. Not to be seen. There'll be no Rockstar at E3. And that's a shoe-in. I make that every year, and I get it right every year. Stop fucking thinking it's happening. It's not happening. Ubisoft reveals a new IP and a one more thing moment at the end. They didn't do that. And you know their one more thing at the end usually has been Wildlands or The Division or Watch Dogs. This year with Beyond Good and Evil 2, and it might as well be a new thing, how different it is. And my crazy prediction was Metal Gear Survive actually being liked by people. And for all intents and purposes, that kind of happened, but it really didn't make a splash at all. Ain't nobody talking about any of that shenanigans. 2 out of 6. So my predictions, decent. Not great, but decent. And wow, this was a long show, especially with no one chiming in. But I think it was a pretty good E3 overall. Very fun. I'm gonna go play ARMS. That's what I want to do. Gotta get some punches in. Punch. Do the show every Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Twitch.tv/TheGameFanatics. Next week will be something. What is next week? Reviewing Fire Emblem. Talking about ARMS. And talking about Horizon, probably. And until then, if you want to take me up on that offer, first person to see this on any platform ever, tweet at me. I don't fucking care. YouTube comment, doesn't matter. Make the bet with me that Anthem comes out next year. And if it comes out next year, I will buy the game for you on your platform of choice. I will buy the game for you because it's not fucking happening. Okay? That's it. Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching. Happy birthday.